At last we will reveal.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright, fellow Flat Earth friends, we have a...
that has been preventing me from live streaming, and that caused all those problems last time, is this Chinese-made device.
Well, g'day. How's it going? Flat Earth Aussie Jesus here. I haven't changed. I'm still a flat earther.
What kind of cock-a-doodie bookstore is this? I don't understand what is happening!
No worries, man, no worries.
I'm looking for a cock-a-doodie
I can
book!
order it for you. Or see if who's nearby might have it. Ma'am? Ma'am?
Oh. This looks good. Oh. This looks good.
I was curious as to your commercial that you have on TV. I think it's saying the world isn't flat, and I totally took offense to that.
There comes a time in every woman's life where she just can't take it anymore. And I think I've reached that point, guys. There is no hope for us, and I'm sorry. I've never been one to give that type of a message or try to spread that. Maybe I'll get over it, guys. But I just went through torment and hell, and it's giving me nightmares. There's no one to help us. Everyone's covering it up, and I just can't take it anymore, guys. I cannot take the chemtrails anymore.
Are those real? My boobs? Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to touch them? Really? Touch them.
It's uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election.
And you trusted me, even though you knew you shouldn't.
David 136, suspect just stole my vehicle, is heading south on Memorial.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my show. Not really a show. Not really a show. No. Definitely not a show. I'm just going to do some testing, and since I haven't been with you guys in quite some time, probably like almost 8 days now, something like that. So, yep, I'm going to let the chat build up, and I'm going to switch my voiceover on. That way, the Ecamm developers can see how the voiceover. Why don't you get your English lessons? I got them off in German. Hurry up, Tommy, before the Germans come. So yeah, I'm going to let the chat build and turn my voice over on. That way, the Ecamm developers can see just how it skips back to the top. So let's let some people come on in here, share it. For absolutely no reason. Testing only. Maybe we'll talk about Ahsoka. I just finished that audiobook yesterday, so maybe we'll talk about that as well. If I believe they're looking up to me. They want the best of me now. Best of me now. Best of me now. best of me. They want the best of me now.
Best of me now. Best of me now. Best of me.
They want the best of me now. Alright, so I couldn't even hear anything that was going on because the music was just so awesomely loud. Anyway, let me cue up a different one. Boop, 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 boop. God, nah. Anyway, there we go. There's our regular chilling cruise along music. Alrighty, let me get to the chat. Show comments window. Hey, so where is it? There we go. Comments and reactions. All right, who's here? Oh wow, talented HV. How are you doing? First Minute Ed, welcome. Ability Mom, what up, ladies? Oh, see, just skipped already. So here's a good example. Now, how do I do this? First and foremost, let me change the voiceover. No, let me share. Okay, yeah. Go into demo mode. How do I do that? I don't know. I forgot. Pause recording, watch recording, check for updates, view, preferences, blah, 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 blah. Maybe it's options. Options? Ah, here we go. Command Shift D. Live demo mode. What? I already updated system audio. Shit. I can't do that now because I'm live. So we'll take care of that in a second. Let me switch voiceover on. Voiceover utility. Sound. Output. I want MGXU.
In dialog, revert, default button, confirm new audio setting. Click confirm to use the new audio setting. Click revert to revert to the previous audio setting. Will automatically revert in 29 seconds.
Holy crap, it's loud.
Confirm, MGXU.
Let me turn that down a
60%
shit ton.
95%, 90%, 85%, 80%, 75%, 70%, 65%, 60%, 55%, 50%, 40%,
Come on.
35%, 30%, 25%, 20% volume.
There we go. All right. Oh, I could use my headphone knob too. Oh, jeez. Okay, let me get back to the chat really quick. Checking with you guys. There's Talented HV, First Minute AD, Ed. Yo, Miss Leah. Why you sound so happy? I don't know. I'm in a good mood. Oh, Blind Toes, cool. You're gonna be here because I think I'm going to talk about the Ahsoka audiobook. There's only one part in that book I do not like. It's like I paused it and I was like, Johnston. E.K. Johnston, why did you put that in there? It was completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. And it has to do with a rescue. So keep that in mind. We'll get to that. Yo, Mr. Blantos. Yo, Miss Leah. Yo, Liam Blantos. Yo, Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed. Okay, now that I got voiceover. Actually, let me know if you guys can actually hear voiceover. Because that'll be really helpful. Okay, where's my comments and reactions? There we go. Show comments window. Click to view 9 comments. So now I'm gonna okay. Let's try this again. Show. Show. There. Finally. Interact with the table. So I'm going to go down the list one by one.
First Amendment TV, what up Whistler, add to broadcast button. Ability Mom of 2 vlogs, yo Mr. Whistler, add to broadcast button. Ability Mom of 2 vlogs, why you sound so happy? Lol, add to broadcast button. Blind Toast, yo what up, add to broadcast, ability, talents H.V, hi,
Oh, there it goes. Jumped right back to the top.
First Amendment. Ability mom of 2. Ability mom of 2 vlogs. Why you sound so happy?
I was going to add this to broadcast right there.
Show /
Boom.
comments and reactions button. I can live dialogue. Interview button.
Oh, and it closes the window?
Show / high comments and reactions button.
I didn't say close the window.
Show / high comments.
Did you?
Button. Comments and reactions window. Table. First ability mom. Blind toes. Yo, what up? Add to broadcast button. Ability mom of 2. Talents HLV high.
Right back to the top. So I'm getting the feeling that every time. So just listen. I'm not going to touch the keyboard at all. And I'm guessing that when I get a new comment, it says that.
Talents HLV high. Add to broadcast button. Talents HLV high. Add to broadcast button.
Okay, there we go. Clicked on welcome standing.
Add to broadcast button.
Clicked on and heard SH star T.
Talents HLV high.
I don't know why. Not very well. What, Mr. Ed?
Talents HLV high.
You two standing. Blessings. That's annoying, says Leah. Oh, I know. This is what I get to deal with if I open up the chat window in Ecamm.
Talents HLV high. Add to broadcast button.
So, how far will I get down? How far will I get down before it resets?
Ability mom of 2 vlogs. Blind toes. Yo, what up? Ability mom of 2 vlogs. Blind toes. Yo, Miss Leah. First Amendment TV. Yo, Leah. Ability mom of 2 vlogs. Standing in the wind. Clicked on and heard. Blind toe. Yo, Ed. Standing in the wind. Clicked on and heard. SH star T. Blind toe. Yo, Ed. Add to broadcast. First Amendment TV. Not very well. Add to standing in the wind. Hello and blessings. Whistling. Ability mom of 2 vlogs. Talents HLV high.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that when a new comment comes in, that's what happens with the chat window.
First Amendment TV. Talents HLV high. Add to broadcast button.
Okay, so I got what I need so they can see what it is I get to hear.
Talents HLV high. Add to broadcast button.
And how annoying this is. So
Voice over utility.
let's go ahead and
Quick nav on. Quick nav off.
reset this.
Scarlet 2 USB.
I forgot what I had it on.
System default.
Help!
Move back audio. We can live.
Help!
External headphones.
I think it was this one. No,
Lock hat juke. External headphones.
must be. Okay, now I got to turn the volume back. Wait, no. Can I do this? No, that didn't work. Okay. Huh. iMac speakers? No. Now I can't hear it. Whatever. It must be external headphones. Interesting. I don't know why it's so freaking quiet though. Oh, I know why. I'll just deal with it. Okay, now. What was I doing? Okay, so I got voiceover killed. And let's close the comments window. Whoa. Why did I just switch to my other speakers? Interesting. Change to iMac speakers. What the hell? Let's put it back on this. Okay. Now I gotta stop demo mode. Where is it? There we go. Stop. Okay, there we go. Now that I got that. Awesome. Where are we at in the chat? That skipping is annoying. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Hello, outstanding. Agree. Yep, that's what I could deal with. Okay, so, well, that's the end of the stream. Goodbye. Good night. So who wants to talk about Star Wars Ahsoka, the audiobook? Did you know it was read by Ashley Epstein, the one that actually plays the character Ahsoka in the Clone Wars series. I thought that was interesting. I thought I was going to get super annoyed by her voice, though, listening to her for 7.5 hours. Kind of grew on me. Blind Toes recently read the book, too, I remember, like a couple weeks ago or something. So at least I'll have somebody here to talk about it with me. My daughter keeps having the GTA thing now. Is it too loud, or... Actually, let me check. I'll check myself, don't worry. Don't worry, you guys. I can do it. I can do it. Live. No, that's a good volume. That's a really good volume. See, on my channel, everything works sometimes. Most of the time. So, I don't know when this book... Actually, let me look it up. I want to see how far I'm actually behind. Come on. Load. Is it already open? Oh, it is. Okay. Google. Computer. When did Star Wars audiobook Ahsoka become released? Whatever. Yeah, thank you. Computer, when did the audiobook Ahsoka come out?
October 11, 2016.
Wow. 2016. 2016. Computer, when was the book Ahsoka fucking shit balls. When was the book Ahsoka published?
Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston was published on October 11, 2016.
Okay. We're on the same page. 2016. I don't know what that was about. Computer, stop. So, 2016 it came out. I was surprised that she did the book. She must have got paid decent. I'll say decent because those Penguin books, most of them are, if not all, are, oh boy, licensed by Star Wars. Oh, look, Streamlabs is working. Yay. Okay, so the Ahsoka book takes place post Order 66 and pre, let's say, Rogue One, maybe even Solo, although I can't remember which one came first of those. Somewhere in that time frame. And if you don't know, Ahsoka used to be Anakin Skywalker's Padawan, his apprentice, or whatever you'd like to call it. And so she was on a mission with a clone battalion, we'll just say, an army of clones. And I'm trying to make this as simple for anybody watching. And Anakin was off with his own army of clones, and Obi-Wan was off with his own. So they're all basically separated at this point when this major Order 66 event happens. To where the clones, who through this really elaborate scheme to kill off the Jedi, had inhibitor chips placed into these clones in the second phase as they were growing. So at any point, Emperor Palpatine, spoiler alert, Darth Sidious, gave the order the clones would turn on the Jedi. And then boom, wipe them out. And he almost got them all. Ahsoka was one of the ones to survive. So she goes off and hides in the galaxy, right? Hold on. Oops. Okay. Streamlabs is just being annoying now. Jesus. So, in the beginning of this book, I'm going to try to get straight because I was sick when I was listening to this book. But it's actually nice paying $16 just to lay down and rest. Give myself a reason to just lay there and listen to this book. So, she starts off on this planet called... Don't forget it. I forgot it. Small backwater planet, outer rim of the galaxy, way the frick out there, right? And there's this another planet called Raieta, and that's also way the frick out there. Like, there's nothing there for anybody except local trade, right? Local within their system. So she starts off on this planet. I can't remember the name. I apologize. Blind Toes, maybe you remember. But she's doing these odds and ends type jobs just to stay busy. And the family that she's staying with, Farty. The Farty family. And when she notices that one of the Farties, starts with an H. I want to say not Hadley, but I don't know. I can't believe I forgot it already. But anyway, the youngest child of the family exhibits force sensitivity. At some point, it was on a day called Empire Day, which was the 1 year anniversary of pretty much Order 66. We'll just leave it simple and easy for everybody. So, the father of the Farty family tells two of his oldest daughters with the rest of them to go and get Ahsoka because the parade's about to begin, blah, blah, blah. And so the older daughters give her basically a secret, like, hey, the Empire's coming. And so she ends up sneaking off planet, stealing one of the Farty's ships, and goes off. And so she ends up landing on this planet Raieta. And Raieta is where most of the book takes place. Basically countryside. Yep. Basically countryside. Exactly. Now I don't know why I can't hear the boom when I get a message or a chat. It's interesting. Okay. So she's on this planet Raieta, and she gets her own little home or house or whatever, and she's immediately greeted by this girl named Cade, and I don't know, I think she's like 14 or 16 or something. And everybody on this planet are pretty much farmers. That's the only thing that they can do on the planet, really, for money. And so most of the people go out to farm every single day, and the people that don't are the other shop holders, like food vendors, mechanics, blah blah blah. And since Ahsoka is such a good mechanic, she tries to set up shop as a mechanic. And this girl, Cade, comes to her the first day and is carrying this thing called a thresher, which for all intents and purposes we can consider it like not a lawnmower, but something to crop the vegetation, or cut down the crops of vegetation. And so I guess one day she had this little error or battle with this mechanized thresher, and she got injured, blah blah blah. So she's carrying her out, and it's all damaged because she beat the crap out of it, and takes it to Ahsoka the first day she found her there, or offered her the place. So she fixes the machine for her, and Cade gives her a crate of food rations. And so they kind of develop this not so friendly friendship. Obviously, Ahsoka's not going to want to get close to people because of all the people that she's lost and all the people that she's pretty much had to tell to die during battle and war. She's trying to live a peaceful, normal, whatever that means, life. So she gets good in with all the farmers because I guess Cade has all this pull with all the farmers. Everybody listens to her. She's fairly intelligent. So she starts getting all this business from all the farmers, fixing their gear and whatnot. Now, Cade has got a younger sister, Miera, and she also works in the fields. Everybody's got to work in the field pretty much. If you don't, you got to work in some capacity to support the farmers. They got overlords, and you know how the tyranny system goes. Now, let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, in the beginning, when all the farmers are out, she pretty much has nothing to do. So she goes exploring. She finds these hills and all these caves. And so she wanted to find a spot to where she can stash things and items and surplus of things where she could get to it in case something happened. You know, it's the way of thinking of a tactician. So she does. She finds a nice cave. She also finds a little gully, or finds a gully where she can hide her ship. Oh, not yet though. She doesn't hide it yet. And she did not find the gully yet. So just delete that from your memory banks. Moving on. So she builds up a nice stash there with the help of the bartender, who is also a Tyrodian. I always have a hard time saying that name. Ahsoka's species. So they're the only two on that planet, pretty much, the same species. He is the bartender and bar owner of a place called, I think it's just called Selbas or Selbies. Selbies. Or Zeldas. Not like Zelda. Selby. I think it's Selby. There's so many names to keep straight. So she immediately develops a rapport with him. It's not even mentioned in the beginning, but the lead worker, or no, the lead crew. Yeah, the lead of all the crews, Volter, I think his name is, something like that, and Selby, I'll just say, they both have an idea that she is from like the Clone Wars era, or from the Clone Wars. So she's got something special going on. So that's how Selby and Ahsoka, who's actually known as Ashla, by the way, because after Order 66, there's a list of Jedis for the Inquisitors to look for, and obviously Ahsoka Tano is on that list. So she decides to go by Ashla. And who in the chat knows what Ashla is or means? Got her in the store. Okay, walk safe. What up, Danny Mac? How you doing, brother? Ashla is the other part of the Force, you could say, analytically speaking. So originally it's arguable, but whatever. For this instance, Tython was the original planet of the Jedi, then the Jedi. Confusing? I know. We'll cover that later. Some point in the future, not this stream. Ashla was one moon and Bogon was another moon. And the Jedi on the planet thought that it represented balance because they were both there. And that's important to point out that they're both there. It wasn't just one or it wasn't just the other. Both were there. So anybody on the planet that was diving into the dark side, they would go to Ashla, the moon Ashla, because Ashla represented the light. And if they got too deep into the light side, they would go to Bogon. And there's this whole analogy about it. Analogy about it, where if you were on the light side of the moon, or if you were on Ashla, the light side, all you would see is Tython and Bogon. And if you were on Bogon, all you would see is Ashla and Tython. So it was a real visual thing. Like, you could tell somebody this, that, or the other, but unless they experience it, there's no real affirmation behind it or confirmation behind it, right? So they actually had the two moons. So plus Ashla was heavy in the light side of the Force, and Bogon was really heavy in the dark side of the Force as well. So they had their own little balance there. I just heard the chat. Hold on. Fisties of Joy. Okay, so that was a little backstory on Ashla, and that's why Ahsoka chose Ashla. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, so she's on this planet Rayada, and eventually stormtroopers show up. Not too long after, actually, she started, becoming friends and whatnot with everybody on Rayada, and so they try to derive this plan with the all the cave rations that Ahsoka had set up. Now there's this one hothead in the crew. I can't remember his name. I want to say like Hobart or something silly. But so as Ahsoka is developing this one plan, and she goes off with Cade and her sister Miura to the caves to organize everything. Hobart, whatever the hell his name is, decides to come up with his own plan. And he says, just in case her plan or she decides to leave, because what's keeping her? She's got a ship, right? And all this other stuff. So obviously there's two ways the story could go in their mind. Oh yeah, already passed it. Damn. So right before they start making the preparations in the caves. Ahsoka basically steals her ship from the dock, or from the port, excuse me, and parks it in a gully just down below the mouth of the cave in the hills. Okay, there. Ship's there. Great. Now, oh yeah, so the Stormtrooper, well, the Imperials, start implementing all these rules, and they kind of keep stacking up on each other. And so obviously the farmers, the people, the citizenry, they're all getting kind of fed up with having to do what. Farming hours are getting longer and longer, and then the Imperials try to introduce, I know I skipped why the Imperials came here, but I'll let you guys read about it. It's a whole part of it. So the Imperials bring in this one-time grow, you can pretty much consider GMOs, of plants which are used for nutrition for the stormtroopers in the field. So that's the only reason why the Imperials are there, is to be able to grow it. Basically, I don't know what that's called. I'm thinking strip mining for minerals, but the same process that you would do for vegetation. Strip growing? I don't know. But it's a one-time grow, quick shot and grab and go type of thing. And then after that, their planet is pretty much ruined because it destroys the soil. They don't know that yet. So the Imperials are there. They're enforcing all these rules and curfews, and 6-hour days turn into 8-hour days, turn into 10, 12, 14-hour days for the farmers. So they're getting fed up. Revolution is at hand, and it won't be televised. In this case, some of it is. But that's good. It's for evidence. Where next? Where to go next? So they got we'll just say they got the cave system set up. They got a door installed. I don't know. Whatever. It's Star Wars. They got a door installed. They got some other caves connected to each other, so they have a straight shot out of the town to be able to see any forces coming or whatever. Now the garrison on the planet of the Imperials, or the Imps, very small indeed. So it's like 2 people, 4 at most, making patrols, right? Most of them are concentrated at the administration building. So they decide, okay, so Ahsoka's plan first is to take out, they've got 4 AT-AT walkers, those big Imperial, dog-like looking thing? Not dog, but, they got 4 legs, the big body, troop transport. They got 4 of those giant things. So, remember I told you the Hobart, or whatever his name is making this second plan, right? So this plan involves Ahsoka, Cade, Miera, and another farmer boy named Kulfer, I believe. And so they go out, they go to the administration building, not only for reconnaissance, but also just to take out the AT-AT walkers. And they've got these devices that Miera made. She made like shit tons of bombs, and really cool. But the other part of the second plan that Ahsoka didn't know about was to make bigger explosives. So she grabs her bag of the explosives that Ahsoka wants, and they all head out to the administration building. Get to the, parking lot, storage facility for the AT-AT walkers. They get in, they're supposed to place these bombs at the knee joints with a corrosive material, chemical, whatever. They get that done. The AT-AT walkers go down, and then, so that's part of that's the first mission completed. So they head back to the pub or bar, wherever he's meeting up, and there's way more people there than there's supposed to be because curfew, right? But what Ahsoka notices is that the young people, the people that can run and are strong, they're not there. So Ahsoka quickly puts 2 and 2 together and figures that Hobart, whatever the hell his name is out on his own mission. And so that's discovered, and all of a sudden there's a loud explosion and all hell breaks loose. Chat time. Everybody good? Yep, I am good. For sure, thank you. Hobar. Thank you. I was close. Hobar. You, Danny Mac. You mind telling you okay? Good. Hey, okay. All good stuff. Hi, Haley. That's right, Haley's back there. Don't want to forget about Haley. Now, so after that, I really want to get to the part where I'm going to talk about the part I don't like out of the whole book. So I'm trying to skim along. Plus, the stream is pretty much done. I got what I needed. Now, explosion. So, Hobar and his little band of mischiefs, you damn little scoundrels, rebel scum. They're out at the administration building, and they're trying to cause havoc, break in. Who knows what their plan really is? So they hear the explosion. Ahsoka takes Miera and Cade, I believe, with her. Goes out there and scouts the place out, and the other band of misfits are really under attack. So, oh, and by the way, Ahsoka has not exhibited any Force abilities visible to anybody on the planet since she's been there. She's trying to hold that off because she knows how devastating it would be to the population there if she was found out, if she was exposed. So she gets there, and she gives Miera an order to get everybody to meet on the outskirts of town so they can get back to the caves once Ahsoka rescues everybody here that are desperately in trouble. So Ahsoka goes out. How did she get the blaster? At some point, she got a blaster. Oh, no. She had okay, let me back up just really quick. When she was planting the bombs on AT-AT walkers, one of Miera's big bombs explosives were accidentally in the backpack of other bombs. So Ahsoka held on to it. So now she's got it. Boom, Back to the Future. There are 3 tanks sitting out front. Those hover tanks, whatever. So she creeps around and she plants one of those, or the bomb that she has, on that tank, and boom, it goes up. She gets the attention of some stormtroopers, takes him out, grabs a blaster. Yay, now she's got the blaster. Great. So she helps free the 5 remaining survivors of the farmers that made their little infiltration. They get away. Hobar is severely injured, so she's trying to carry him over her shoulder, and then boom, one of the tanks shoots this giant crater in front of her, and it would take too long to go around. Blah, blah, blah. By the time she turns around and faces the stormtroopers, they're just like a whole battalion's there facing her with their guns drawn on her. Plus the I guess it's a female. What was her position? Not lieutenant, captain, a higher rank is there, and drop your guns. And all of a sudden, last resort, she uses the Force to I believe this happens, push the survivors out of the way and farther down towards Miera. And then B uses the Force to throw all the stormtroopers back, and it makes this whole scene and whatever. So she takes off and gets to head off to the caves. Now, why I got to that point is because now everybody knows she's at least Force sensitive. So that sends all kinds of flags to the imps, and they end up sending a 6th brother, Inquisitor. Now this guy, the way he looks, the way they described it, looks pretty badass. Gray skin, blue-gray eyes, black markings on his gray skin, at least on his face, wielding a double-bladed red lightsaber, which, come to find out, he doesn't really know how to use it. We'll just say that. I mean, he's been trained, but he's not, I don't think he's Force sensitive. So anyway, I'm going to skip way the fuck ahead. Way ahead. At some point, she needs to leave the planet. And wait a second. I think. Yeah, Cade is captured twice, right? Now I'm kind of confused. Cade is captured one time, and oh geez, who captured her? How did she get captured? Let me think. I can't remember who captured her the first time. Anyway, she ends up being tortured, blah, blah, blah. Ahsoka rescues her, takes her back to her place, not the caves in the hills. And Cade pretty much convinces her that she's got to leave because the guy wants to kill her. Whoever captured Cade. Ashley, the book reader, made us think that it was Tarkin, but it was someone that high up ranking, right? So Cade convinces Ahsoka to leave the planet, so she does, and so she goes back to the Farty planet and does some work there. So it was the first time Cade was captured. Eventually, skipping a ton of missions, including meeting up with Senator Bail Organa, pretty much one of the founders of the Rebel Alliance that we see in Rogue One and the first Star Wars trilogy, or fourth episode, A New Hope. That Rebel Alliance. She meets up with him, does a bunch of stuff. Good stuff, obviously. So then eventually she has to go back to Rayada. Now, the way she has to go there is really interesting. She's been collecting trinkets, doing all these side jobs, and like fixing all the parts on Rayada for the farmers, right? So she's got all these parts stored up. And as she's leaving the meeting with Bail Organa, she stops off on the planet of Ilum, because that's where Jedi get their crystals at this point, Kyber crystals. However, when she gets there, it's completely being strip-mined by the Imperial army. So obviously she can't go there. So what she does, she dips into the Force, pulls up a 3D star map, and she meditates in the Force and focuses on her crystal and where it is. They can hear their crystals through a song, so specific to that individual. And when she opens up her eyes after the trance, turns out it's Rayada. So boom, back to her original mission. Goes back to Rayada. There's some survivors left in the camp of the hills, and Kulfer is keeping watch in the little single person tunnel facing the town. It's like a watch tunnel, I guess you could call it. And he hurries back and tells Miera that there's something coming. And she's like, how many? He's all, just one. And it's his sixth brother dude. So they decide to collapse that tunnel. And then a little while later, they hear the sixth brother call out, Cade, or is it Caden? Might be Cade. Caden? I don't know. Caden Lottery? I don't remember her last name, but I know it starts with an L. Cade L, come out. We know you're in there. Blah, blah, blah. So she starts to hobble out, and she gets out, and she faces the sixth brother. Long story short, she gets captured by him, kills everybody else, right? So now she's back in prison. Ahsoka arrives, finds Miera. She survived because she wanted to go out with Cade, and Cade couldn't let her do that. So the brother of Hobar, who ended up dying anyway, sister of Hobar, shoots Miera with a stun. Blaster set on a stun. So that's how Miera survived. So when Ahsoka arrives on the other side of the moon and starts to hike in, she notices a really obvious fire. So obviously not a stormtrooper. She gets up there and ends up being Miera, and Miera fills in on the whole story. Blah, blah, blah. Great, good times. Hey, nice to see you again. So Ahsoka and Miera start in towards town and gives Miera a holocron to give to Selby, I can't remember his name. Just call him Selly. How about that? And obviously Miera doesn't want to go. She wants to go help save her sister, blah, blah, blah. Ahsoka convinces her, no, this is the best thing. This is what Cade would want you to do. Yeah, a little bit of mental twist there, but whatever. So Miera goes off and gives the holocron to no, not a holocron. What am I talking about? Oh geez, what are those things called? The hollows. She gave her a hologram to go give to Selby. And then Ahsoka just boom, beelines it for the imp admin building. Wasn't gonna even bother, not even waste time. She first faces the 6th brother, and it really wasn't a big deal, honestly. Basically, Ahsoka is watching him twirl his lightsabers in a complete circle, so it just looks like a circle of red, right? A big old disc of red in front of her. So, and then she reaches out and touches his lightsaber hilt. Remember, it's double-sided too, by the way. And then the lightsaber overloads and explodes in his face. And he didn't have his fucking mask down. What do you expect? So he got burnt to a crisp. And then so she heard her song. She heard her song for her own personal kyber crystals and took them out of his hilts, and she cleansed them. They were red, and now they're not. So she puts them in her lightsaber hilts with a couple of scrounging of parts, and they turn on and they're bright white, just like. And usually that white means that one has become fully embraced of the light side of the Force. Okay, so cool. She's got some lightsabers. So she goes in, she takes over the place, pretty much kills everyone she encounters. And when she gets to the prison ward or the prison hall, she just unlatches everybody with a button, of course. And everybody runs away, and she's yelling, Cade, and Ahsoka sees her, is like, oh my god, wow, you look so powerful, right? But here's the part. Now we're to the part that I don't like. Out of this whole book, never being suggested whatsoever, Cade says, oh my gosh, I could kiss you. And Ahsoka's like, and you can almost hear by the way it's described in the books, like, I don't know what to do with that information. Awkward much? And Cade's like, oh, not like right now, but I just wanted to say it, something like that. I was like, oh my god, you did not need to put that in the book. That was not necessary. So, fast forwarding in real time, they escape and have to start a really quick escape and evacuation of the planet. Antilles is there from Bail Organa, so they got 3 troop ships that can take them all out. There's about 100 of them. And Voltaire, not Voltaire. Vol. I'll just say Vol. Vol is helping everybody get out to the ships and load it up, and they got to fight off stormtroopers and some more tanks. They easily take it over. One A-wing goes down, so they lost 1 person and about 14 farmers, and they escape. Yay! That's not it, obviously, but yeah. That was it was actually a really good book. I know I made it seem really lame, but it was a really good book. Okay, let's get to the chat for a little bit, and then I'm going to take off. Yep, okay, they all get mad at Ahsoka at one point. Yes, she does get captured twice. Thank you. You have to learn how to shave first. I'll agree with that. Got that one. Streamlab, Streamlab, Streamlab. I'm okay, Leah. I can't stand being cold. I only like being cold when I'm sleeping. I want to feel like I'm in some kind of stasis, or like it would be okay if I didn't wake up type of cold. You know? It's like, I was freezing anyway. Is it summer yet? Go to Australia. Yeah, wasn't that a weird part? The whole book was fluid. The whole book is amazing and fluid, except for that one 30-second clip. I might record that just for you guys to hear. But it was just like awkward. Like I literally paused the book and said, no, what the fuck? No. That just ruined the whole book. There is no other suggestion of any other relationships in the book that may have been whatever letter you want to apply to the relationship status. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was super weird. So, man, it feels good to be live with you guys. Thank you all for being here. It's been a hoot. That's what it's about. Okay, so I don't need that. Excuse me. While I'm here, Blind Toes or anyone else, what is the latest, absolute most recent, well, I guess, audiobook of Star Wars? I'm curious, so I will look it up as well. What the hell? Most recent Star Wars audio book. Oh, you guys got to tune into Blending tonight. It's my topic, and it's gonna be a doozy, a motherfucking doozy. Headings, here we go. No. Come on, search results. Not title of blah, 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 blah. Jesus, criminy. There we go. Penguin. Yeah, here we go. The Penguin Random Audio House. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Category. Meet the team. What the funk? We're Star Wars. Can I buy audiobooks from here? Oh, here we go. October 2nd, 2020. So it's fairly recent. Oh. Ooh. Queen's Peril. I haven't gotten that one yet. Let's go down to 57, shall we? Bloodline. Cantabite. The Perfect Weapon. Poe Dameron and Freefall. The Legends of Luke Skywalker. That one is actually pretty good. I recommend that one, you guys. Cobalt Squadron. Junior novel. Junior Star Wars Rise of Skywalker junior novel, I guess, is the most recent audiobook one. So the next one that I would like to read the actual movie novelization, and there's an expanded edition. Resistance Reborn. Journey to Star Wars. Force Collector. Crash of Fate. Galaxy's Edge. I don't know. These last ones seem like pretty much Disney promotional material for Disney. Now, remember, this is just the Penguin Random House audiobooks. There are other providers. Here's The Last Jedi. What does William Shakespeare have to do? Movie Tied Edition. Poe Dameron doesn't interest me. I think I've read Bloodline. Pretty sure. Last Shot I have. Empire's End I read the whole Aftermath. Based on Jason's suggestion, and not to rip on you, Jason, but those books sucked. Didn't like them. I don't like that author, actually. Claudia, is that her name? Is that Claudia Gray? Ooh, Alphabet Squadron. I haven't heard of that one. Here's Return of the Jedi. Believe it or not, I have not read the original trilogy audiobooks, novelizations. Oh crap, what just happened? Oh, thanks, Blantos. Yes, please. Force choke. Nah. Just do a force push on that like button. That'd be awesome. Homeless Eskimo. Damn, it's a lot of snow. Mara, yeah, I got Jaina Solo in the 6-inch, right? She's from Legends, so is Mara. However, if you've been following The Mandalorian, it is absolutely possible that they can introduce Mara, and it would be awesome. So awesome. They do have a 3.75, but I'm not gonna break out of my world of 6-inch figures. I didn't know you had a collector shop there. That's pretty cool. Oops. Okay, so what's this one? Battlefront. I don't remember that one. Star Wars Most Wanted. Heir to the Jedi. We all know that one. Oh, Inferno Squad. Yeah. Okay, so I remember Battlefront. Dr. Aphra. From a certain point of view, I want to read that one. Rogue One, Star Wars Story. Star Wars Rebel Rising. So I think Rebel Rising... Now, okay, so this is supposedly in order of how you should read them. So... let's see. There's Revenge of the Sith. So where's Ahsoka? Oh, right there. Interesting. So check this out. Okay, here's Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. That's, one of the movies, come on. Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, right? So we've got 3 trilogies. I'm currently sitting on the second movie, Attack of the Clones. Then they recommend reading Dark Disciple, which was a really good one. Then Thrawn Ascendancy. That's Thrawn, badass dude. Badass Grand Admiral Thrawn. I've been trying to find his character in 6-inch as well. Then Ahsoka. Then Revenge of the Sith, which I find weird. Okay, because Revenge of the Sith, at the end of that, is when Anakin turns. But in the book of Ahsoka, well, we'll see. I guess Ahsoka would be before that. Order 66 took place in which movie, though? Jeez. That was at the end of Attack of the Clones. Right, Attack of the Clones. I guess that works. That's a tough one. Then Catalyst. Catalyst was a good series too. And then Lord of the Sith. That was awesome. And then Tarkin. I can't wait until they start doing old Republic stuff. Old history, like 2,000 years ago type of history, because I want to see Darth Bane. If anybody wants to read Darth Bane, I've got those on MP3. I would be happy to share them offline with anybody. I always told myself, like, once I get that 6-inch figure of Mara, I'm done. Probably not, but I would be really, really satisfied. Mara Jade is such a badass. I mean, you think Ahsoka is badass? Man, Mara is badass. But I will say, though, after reading the book and rewatching the Clone Wars series, Ahsoka is big time Jedi. And she's not even a Jedi. I think she's like the ultimate what Jedi think they are. Like I was saying about Ashla and Bogan, she's right there. She's like, a lot of people have been talking about Grey Jedi, right? That's pretty much, she's like the Grand Master Grey Jedi. Like the Master of Qui-Gon type of Grey Jedi. So, alright, let me check how long I've been live, and I think I'm gonna bail. Organa. Haha. That's such a fucking nerd. Oh, it's been an hour already. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Alright, thanks everybody for being here. Love you all. And please, come out for the... we're on YouTube as well, Blending the Blind and Sighted. If you can't find them, just search Blending the Blind and Sighted, and the channel link will pop up under the title. But tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific time, it's on Facebook as well, but you can watch it on YouTube. We're going to be talking about a super, super deep topic. So I hope you guys will be there. Until next time, everybody, I love you. Take care.